So let's talk about the Badger, shall we? A troublesome tank, the Badger, comes and badgers you. Badger mushroom. Anyway, lower plate is your standard weak spot. The Badger saw fit to dispense with its cupola, so we don't really have a recourse there, but we can see this lower plate is nice and open. As long as you don't shoot wide, you're going to have a good time with most things that you fire at the lower plate, and if it angles the lower plate to be thick, then you got a shot through the drive wheel, which is always desirable. Worth noting as well that if for some reason you don't want to take the track shot, you can't, the inside walls of the casement are valid targets as well on either side. But what happens if the Badgers hold out? This is what it looks like with 340 heat. There's actually a not impossible chance that you can pen the back of the gun casement itself, but you've also got more substantial weak spots here. And I'd say weak spots 50-50. I mean, that's decent for a super armored TD hold down, and certainly if you're getting higher pen heat values like the 395 that you might find on the I don't know, the 155 or something like that, then this is certainly viable against a hold down Badger. One thing you don't want to do, and I did this when it first came out, is I shot high. You don't want to shoot high, right? You want to shoot onto these, which are quite visually difficult to see, but it's below these vision ports, right? That's where you're going to have the best luck penning the Badger frontally if it's hold down. Only that's not true! I lied! Yes, you can aim for those spots with a 50-50 chance, but what you should do is shoot the gun, because the gun of the Badger will result in a ricochet into the side casement that we talked about earlier. In my experience, the most viable shot that I found is below the gun. I feel it's a lot more viable than the one to the right or left, in my experience. But the reason this is valuable is because even if you don't pen, you're gonna knock out the gun. And damaging a Badger's gun is one way to severely limit his damage output, so it's a worthwhile shot to go for, particularly if you're in something like a 60 TP or a Clang Bang, these things with limited heat shells, which, I mean, we can get up right now. Let's find a Clang Bang, shall we? Poor Clang is going up against a hold down Badger with his, what's his pen again? 310 millimeters. Like, you can shoot for this, but you've got a 20% chance. It's gonna be much better to shoot at the gun and aim for that ricochet, because if you miss, you're damaging that gun, which is always an asset. But if you don't miss, you're gonna ricochet and get an easy guaranteed pen. Well, that's how you deal with a Badger. Stick it out for more tank reviews and reviewing all sorts of tanks. And subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch.